All right, good people. Welcome back to another episode of Speak with Larry's podcast. Now, this is actually a Zoom platform that I'm using to share content. Today, I want to talk about strategy. I want to talk about when you set up a system online, you want to have a strategy involved so that you can measure and you can monitor that strategy, how that's actually working. One of the things you want to do is get comfortable setting systems in place so that as you add other systems, you can check the other systems that you've created prior to make certain that they're still functioning properly, right? Because you're going to be creating several different systems within your business or within your group or organization, and that's how it works. But you're going to start out kind of like one at a time, and you're going to kind of master that, right? You're going to get real good at that process, and then you're going to add another. Then you're going to get real good at that process, and then you're going to add another. And then you're going to continue on until you get to a point where you're an expert at all that, right? And that it's actually generating things. It's actually creating a result. That result is something that you want, but you have to know what that result is. So if you're just doing things kind of haphazardly, I guess you could say, without really monitoring or checking to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do, then you won't get the results that you want, and you won't be able to scale. You won't be able to increase it, because it's very important to be able to scale your business, because once you make $1, then you can make $2. Once you make $2, then you can make 4, and on and on and on, right? You just have to increase what you're doing. First of all, you have to understand what you're doing, right? That's why it's called a business. It's not like a job. Okay, when you work a job, there are certain things that you know about that job, but there are a lot more things that you don't know about that job, right? Like what it takes to maintain or increase the growth of that company. And when you have in your own company, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to know how to grow your system, how to add pieces to the puzzle that helps that system grow. And a lot of that is different. It's not like a cookie cutter for everybody. Like like I'm a consultant. One of the things that I consult small businesses how to set up their system so that they can operate that system regularly and get a result. Now, the result that they get will depend on the effort and the work they put in, period. Doesn't have anything to do with what I do, because I'm only instructing, kind of, right? I'm just giving you the guidelines or the blueprint of how to do it. I'm not doing any of it. No, that's yours. That's your job. That's your baby. And you should be excited about that, because one of the things that separate the winners from the losers is the fact that the winners will work. They'll put in the work. And you have to put in the work too, or you won't get the results. And you want the results, because the results can be amazing for your lifestyle. It really can. We're only on this planet for a short period of time. And the time that you do get the opportunity to, kind of live the life that you would like to live, you want to do that, right? Wouldn't you? I mean, like if you can make, let's say, $100,000 a year from your own business without having to go to work for anybody, without relying on anybody saying, okay, you have a job, you're making that type of money by yourself with your own company. I mean, wouldn't that be great for you? Nod your head, yes. That's possible for you, very possible. And it won't take a long time. What's a long time? Again, it depends on the effort that you put into it. Because you've heard that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? That's facts. I can put everything in front of you, but if you're not enthusiastic about getting the results that's available to you, you won't put in the work. And then if the money or in the 20th century, a lot of people are caught up in likes, views, and stuff like that. If those don't come, then you feel like you're on the wrong path. A lot of times you just don't understand the path that you're on. Like, I'm also a mentor to some people, right? So some of the people that I mentor, initially, they don't really know how to uh, ask the question that they want an answer to. It's not really how I wanted to phrase that, but I'm gonna stick with that right now. So they want a result, or they want to be able to do certain things, but they don't know how to structure that verbally so that they can ask that. That's better. So I have to kind of get a feel of when I agree to mentor someone. I have to kind of get a feel of how motivated they really are, how interested they are in doing something. Because if they're interested in doing something, they're kind of like just like chomping at the bit, right? They want to do something. It's easy to give them something to do. Easy. It's easy to give them something to do. And they're going to do that, and they're going to get better at that. And that's the mindset that I like to deal with people from. I don't want to deal with people who, well, I can't do it today, but maybe I can do it next week. I can probably do it next Thursday. I'm not mentoring you. No, because you're wasting my time, and time is our most valuable asset, right? I can't allow you to, because you're playing. You're playing with the results that you can possibly get, and you're doing it on my money, on my dime, right? I'm not going to allow you to do that. So if you're not enthusiastic about doing what you want to do, like start a business or create an online presence, because you don't just have to have a business. You can create an online presence and people will know who you are, and you can market other people's products or services because of your presence, right? Like if you just create, let's say you're going to create a video a day, 2-minute video, that's not long at all, but you're going to talk about something impactful or something that gives people value, right? You're going to create an audience. People are going to start to hear about you, see about you, and then you're going to be adding new things to your process, right? Like when I began creating videos, which is my major platform, I didn't realize how important it was to always add what they call a thumbnail. The thumbnail is what people see before they see you. Like what you're seeing here and all this in the background, when you see the first video of this episode, you're not going to see this. You'll see a thumbnail that I put there. And there's a system that I use called Canva, CANVA.com. They have great, you can create your own thumbnails, and they have great graphics, great stuff. It's a paid site, but it's not real expensive. I think it's like, I want to say like $14 a month, maybe even $12.95 or something like that. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, because see, you want to understand that what you're doing is you're getting inside people's heads. You really are. When you have an online presence, you're really reaching inside of people's mind and guiding them where you want them to go. Like say, I create a thumbnail and I put like a picture of a F-15 jet fighter, and I have some words on there that I'll always say "Speak with Larry." My system is Speak with Larry. That's branding. You always want to market your system everywhere you go, especially from the beginning, until you can get other people to market, because they want to bring you in or whatever like that. But you always want to have your brand available with whatever it is that you agree to take part in, because you want to have people to be able to go back to your website or your blog or your videos or your landing page or whatever it is that you're guiding people to, so that they can sign up for your email list or get a free copy of your book or whatever it is that you have that's available. And once you start that process and get comfortable with it, right, then it becomes a lot easier. Like one of the things that I do, speaking from a strategic perspective, is I'll create, I have an online audience with LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn has several different ways of generating income. And one of the things I like to do is I like to blog in the morning, right? I'll blog for maybe 600 or 700 words just randomly based on something what I'm feeling. And then I'll add a video to it, right? And I do that 5 days a week. Now, when I began that, it felt kind of awkward, right? It felt kind of like, wow, well, it felt kind of tedious. But over time, now that I've been doing it for a while now, it's like automatic. It's automatic. So that system is already set in place. The things that I do to entertain that audience there. When I say entertain, make content available for them, right? Now, everybody's not going to look at it. That's not necessary. It only takes one person, right? And that's what you're going for. You're going for one person at a time. You don't need that massive viral type of situation. No, you don't need that. What you need is to be consistent with your system. By being consistent with your system, you will create that massive viral effect over time. It works like that. But you have to put in the work. You have to get better at what you would like to do. And as you do that, it will elevate your confidence in you and what you're doing, because you will feel a sense of you're able to measure. And there's a saying that goes, what gets measured gets improved. So if you're able to measure what you're doing, you can see where you need to add or you need to take away. Like, for instance, if you're going to create an email list, which I 100% suggest, you want to be able to find out what's the best time to send out your emails to your people, right? There are such thing as the best time, right? That exists. So if you are sharing information with your list, you want to kind of know the best time that you can reach out to them, and they'll boom, see your email, and then they'll see it's coming from you, right? Also branding. You want to brand your content so that when they see that, hey, that's Larry, or hey, that's Barbara. You want them to know that, and then kind of get them excited. But you got to bring value. You got to bring value to people. You can't just be random, right? Because people don't have time for random a lot. Sometimes they do, most times they don't. But the thing about it is you want to always consider yourself as growing. You want to just, no matter how small you do daily, you want to do something every day. If it's nothing but read an article that's in line with what you're doing, or download a ebook so that you can study that ebook if it's something that you're interested in learning. For instance, I downloaded what was it? Creating email subjects, like the subject line for your emails. I downloaded one of those today, and it's got like 22 different subject line topics that are supposed to be able to get really good responses, right? Open rates, in other words, where people, when they see it, they'll open it because the topic is curious enough for them to say, I wonder what's inside here. Let's see, right? And that's what you want. You want to act, like I say, psychologically get inside of your members or your prospective audience's minds and just kind of guide them along. Like, give them something they like, and then if they don't like it, they'll back out. If they like it, they'll say, hey, keep watching. And then the next, then you put an offer in there every now and then. When you put that offer, that may be for to buy one of your books or to subscribe to one of your newsletters or whatever it is that you're trying to get accomplished. And then you'll be able to measure that and see how effective that was, right? But it's all about the growth that you're going to be exuding along with the knowledge that you're going to be gaining. Now, one of the things about the online business is that it will isolate you to a certain point because you have things to learn. Now, the objective actually, which is what I share with many of my clients, is that it is to continue to learn, but it's more to create content. Like, when you begin, you're going to be learning like 90% and creating content like 10%, like that, for about 30 days. But after that, you want to get to a point where you're 50-50, right? You're learning 50% and you're creating content 50%. And then as an end result, you actually want to become more of a content creator than a learner or a researcher. But you want to forever be a researcher because you always have to gain knowledge constantly because things constantly change. And they all actually benefit, it actually benefits your system knowing those changes. So, you know, you got to keep up with your industry. You got to know what your industry is. You got to keep up with that. Keep up with what's going on there because you can be running really fast this way, and then all of a sudden, a platform that you're using changes their terms of contract, and it shuts you down. Just shuts you down. So that's why it's always good to have your email list because you can continually market to your email list, and as you do, you're growing a little revenue, you know, a little bits at a time, but, you know, it's still money, you know, and then you're getting more familiar with the process. And now, you know, you're not dependent so much on your job. You still need your job, but now you're making, you know, $100, $200 extra a month. I know that's not a lot of money, but for what you're doing, you know, it's like pretty much what you like. You're just doing what you enjoy, and you're getting a couple $100 a month. Maybe 300 or 400, you don't know. Depending on how you have your system set up and how quickly you learn and understand how this process really works, right? Because it's a process. You're not going to learn or know everything you need to know tomorrow. It's not going to happen like that. And it's going to take sleepless nights. It's going to take time that you would like to be doing something else. You're going to need to be researching or creating content. You're going to need to set up a strategy or a system where you can kind of mass produce certain things, right? Like one of the things that I do since I create videos is I'll create like maybe 30 videos in 30 days or 60 videos in 60 days. I've done 90 videos in 90 days. My largest objective or my most accomplished, I'll say, endeavor so far has been I created 200 videos in 365 days. And these are not 2-minute videos, right? These are like long 10, 15, 20-minute videos. So doing that, it helped me become more fluent speaking about what I do, helped me become more comfortable in front of the camera, helped me understand that a mistake is just a mistake. Don't worry about that. You know, because we're all going to make mistakes. A lot of people, when they create content, they want everything to be perfect. And I understand that, but it's not necessary. No, it's not necessary, especially in the beginning. Especially in the beginning. You just want to get it out there so people can know you exist. And as people get to know you exist, they can say, well, hey, Larry's created a video you can actually subscribe to, like my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when I create a video like this. And then you'll have access to that. And you'll always be on the list for people who would like to continually gain information about some of the things that, you know, me and other people do. That's how the game is played. If you don't like that, then this is not the game for you. It's just not, because, you know, everything is not for everybody, but if this is for you and you understand how this works, you can make a nice living, very nice living. You can actually maintain your lifestyle based on the income you make from online investments, or not online investments, but online systems that you create. I have 3 online courses that I've created already, and one sells for $39, one sells for $59, and one sells for $99. Those are just online courses that I created. And that's just one stream of income, right? That I can make money whether I'm awake or whether I'm asleep. I post that in front of people and give them the opportunity to decide if they want to sign up for that course. If they do, they get access to their course forever, you know. And, you know, you're going to have to invest in your future. You're going to have to invest in the knowledge that you gain. So don't look at that as a bad thing. Look at that as a necessity. And once you have your system set up and correctly, when you invest in education, you can write all that off. All that's deductible. Facts. So you want to kind of get in the game and then understand how you can actually make money, even if you don't make money, right? Because you're investing into your company. And the IRS and the systems that reward you for growing the company acknowledge the fact that it may take you 3 to 5 years to really get up and running where you're actually generating some money. And that money may not even be enough to replace your job. And that's okay. You got time, but you got to get started and you got to get in the game. All right. I said I wasn't going to take long in this video. I will just want to make some strategic points about some of the things that are absolutely necessary if you're interested in starting your own online business. And I think I did that. So another thing, I do Zoom interviews on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're interested in doing a Zoom interview about your company, about what it is you would like to do, just to kind of introduce yourself to my audiences, feel free to contact me at speakwithlarryj@gmail.com. And in the subject box, type in, say it with me, interview, right? And I know that's someone who's interested in an interview. And normally my system within a 24-hour period will get back with you with, the particulars and the details. And we'll set everything up and you'll be on the other side while I'm talking to you the next time, we're having a Zoom interview. How cool is that, right? People that don't know you all of a sudden will know you and what you do and how what you do can help them. That'll help you grow your system. That's how the game is played. All right. Again, my name is Larry James. My company is Speak with Larry, no spaces. And as always, share with someone else what I've shared with you.